Bruh. Bruh. Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. Happy Thursday. Maybe you're having a good one, whatever. Just doing what we always do. While as I go live, we've got lots of selling coming in on Bitcoin. It's not just Bitcoin, man. It's the futures dumping. This might be news of the curfew. I don't know, from Newsom, whatever. Not quite sure. Let's take a look real quick where everything's sliding. Nasdaq's not so bad, but the S&P 500 top left, Dow Jones gapping down, just dumping. Like it just started dumping after the market closed today, and then as soon as futures reopened about 9 minutes ago, it's just been the same thing. So we'll see how that goes. Really not too bad on Bitcoin. It's up 0.1% on the day. So Tesla hit all-time highs today. Awesome. Really good. Altcoins, my God, Litecoin cracked through a really critical resistance. Was up like 13+% today, but has pulled back a few percent, and is pretty much right at that $80 area, and that probably has to do with Bitcoin. YFI, another star that hit, I think it hit almost $30,000. And we're gonna look at that too, but really all you need to know on Bitcoin, man. A couple key support resistances: 17,178, 17,730. We are soon approaching that 17,730 area again. So you break below that, all right, all bets are off, right? This is the area. Anytime you're above 17,730, the probability, the longer you're above it, the probability increases that you will eventually catch that huge mark up to the next resistance, because that's just how support resistance works. There's where we are right now currently, and this could change if futures start dumping, and then Bitcoin also responds with that. We're above the last remaining area of resistance until all-time highs. Excuse me. Change up the audio, music. And we can look at it if you want to real quick. You gotta go to the daily. Here's another thing. Just so you know. $17,979. We're below that right now. What is that? From your all-time high, December 2017, of $19,989 to your 3150 low, December 2018. You've now achieved, and you're at it. You've been responding. Price action's been responding for a couple of days now at it. The 88.6% retrace, the last Fibonacci node until all-time highs, the deepest retrace. So we know. I mean, if you watch the stream, I mean, if you're a patron, if you care about technical analysis, 78% retrace. That was that Gartley, right? Well, the 886 is also it's a deep retrace, and it could be perceived as a value area for shorts. And that's like not to say that it's gonna reverse here 100%, but I'm just making you aware we're extremely deep retrace territory. All right. Also, so at the 886, you got confluence with that last level. Right, the last area where traders set it up, you're just barely hanging on, man. All right, you fall below that. All right, 17,420 or so, and then right below that is 17,178. So it's all about the ifs now, man. Right? It's the ifs. There's not really an edge at all. It's if you stay above 17,730 long enough, you'll eventually find your way to 19,374. That's where traders set it up on the daily. That's why I have it plotted here. Probably shouldn't. Wait, not on the daily, on the 4 hour, excuse me. So again, yeah.
Religion canceled some PPP funding to Fed and asked for 425 billion back. Maybe reason for dump.
Yeah, maybe, John. There's normally always a reason on little sell-offs like this. Again, you look left, man. You can see it. Selling into selling, right? On the new day. Nasdaq's starting to rev up its selling too. Bitcoin kind of following. Though again, it's not, I mean, on the new day, it's down 1.49%, $270. So we're going to see if that that selling continues to pour on or not. If it's no big deal and just goes sideways, higher low, you just rally again. We'll see. DXY, you know, that's kind of what you're looking at for Bitcoin. DXY is showing that triple MACD bullish divergence, or triple RSI bullish divergence on the 4 hour. So that might give it a pop. That might be bad for Bitcoin short term. And us breaking 17,730 is not going to be good for Bitcoin either. So just remember, man, since the election, November 3rd or so, Bitcoin's up like 30+%, 32, 33%. So should be good. So now, if you look at the daily candle, pure indecision, right? Yesterday was a spinning top. Well, we got more now, man. All right, we got pretty much just a long-legged doji that could turn into anything with 45 minutes to go until this candle has closed. So you get it there, right? It's either we hold this long enough, we see all-time highs, or this is where we reverse, right? This is where maybe the parabolic run ends, you know, or I mean, we can come always and back test the beautiful upsloping support, or you know what you would think is that down here at like 17,458, 500, right? 400 moving target. Whenever you got there, just consolidating after a really nice markup in price. So yeah, man, Ethereum not looking too hot, right? I mean, it did nothing when Bitcoin was rallying today. Did nothing when Litecoin, XRP were doing things, right? I mean, you failed to break out. And yeah, if things were gonna stay strong for Bitcoin, then I think that Ethereum could break out to the upside with this wedge. But you do have a very nice wedge where if things start going south for Bitcoin, you know a pretty immediate target's like $457 on Ethereum. That's where it's headed if Bitcoin's done for now.
What's the strongest bearish argument for ETH? Monthly is bullish but curious about smaller time frames. Seems to be struggling to break that 489.
Can't do it, man. Can't break this upsloping resistance, this supply line. Can't do third time, fourth time, whatever. Can't break 487, that's right. So again, it's all on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's gonna break 17,730 and then eventually dump to 17,200, 100, well then yeah, you're gonna see 457. It's almost certain. Almost certain. Okay? And below that, you know, a breakout, a measured move, you're thinking you'd test 444 again, but once you break 444, things start getting real bad for Bitcoin. 416 is your target. That's it. That's literally it. There's not much to it. It's just support resistance. And it's pretty discernible. I mean, it's like there's no doubt about it, right? What your targets would be. Bitcoin dumps 444, 416, easy, right? Real easy. Then things get really, really bad. Then you're talking, you know, well, you got the bottom of this channel go up. I mean, which is pretty much lined up with 416 anyway. So, I guess. Yeah, can't catch the bids it needs. Bitcoin's not catching the bids it needs either. But still above the critical area for now. Wow, is that loud? Audio? I always say that and it always ends up not being that bad. Patreon night tonight, if you didn't know. There's going to be another stream this evening. 11 p.m. Eastern. So, looking forward to that. To hang out with the peoples supporting the stream. How do you avoid it? You have a loose stop. But again,
how do we avoid being stopped out by scam loops that might cross 17,470?
You have a stop below it. I mean, pretty simple, but then that can skew your reward to risk where it may not be equitable. Then you got to start asking the question, do you have enough variables for a viable trade setup, right? Enough variables that give you the edge to risk your money at these levels. And, you know, like posted trade setup, I mean, like, you know, we had the wick down that hit 17,350 and pretty much that was below where I wanted to be messing with Bitcoin, because I knew, like, if you fall below that 17,730, that's real bad. You're going to see probably 17,200. You didn't quite get there before rallying, and now you're not making a higher high, or you made a lower high today than your previous high from yesterday. So you could just be continuing to consolidate. But I mean, when you just look at a chart like this, right, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous in a way because of just how accelerated the demand is, right? Institutions buying it. I think Google Trends is now starting to climb for real. So, like, you know, retail is actually starting to maybe be interested in it. There was another stat that someone posted in respect to TH at. Really nice stat. Listen to this. Glassnode data reporting that on yesterday, new Bitcoin addresses registered per hour hit nearly 25,000 for the first time since January 2018. That's yesterday. So people are beginning to FOMO in, I guess, to some level. So there's plenty of room to run to the downside before even the parabolic run is, that trend line's broken,
that
right?
Damn bearish harmonic is looming.
Are you talking about the bearish Gartley? Well, look, man, a bearish Gartley, you know, bearish Gartley can fail, but it goes to the 886. Doesn't mean it's not an area of value anymore, right?
Can you take a gander at
It's
the
even deeper.
X/BTC pair? Looks like it's heading even lower. Monthly is gross, but might eventually show hidden bullish dip.
Yeah, it looks terrible. It was breaking a critical support earlier today. A patron asked me about it. So, yeah, it doesn't look great.
Can you take a gander at the X/BTC pair? Looks like it's heading even lower. Monthly is gross, but might eventually show hidden bullish dip.
Thanks for the multiple super chats that are real. I mean, they're not. I mean, it's a duplicate, but how's that happen? How did that happen? You know, it shows you did not tip twice. There's just random duplicate TTS. That's dumb. Thanks, man. Crypto is available on Webull now. So, right, we're getting more and more exchanges. Mass adoption's happening in real time. But the run has happened, man. You had a really nice run. You're at a deep retrace. It might be time to continue to consolidate. You just don't know, man. You don't know. I mean, you don't know how large this negative or how much negative momentum we're going to build here while we consolidate. And there's, again, room to fall. Plenty of room to fall before you hit the trend line. Now, the monthly and weekly look exceptional. Problem, though, on the weekly that you've got with the 886 there. I mean, you're nuclear. You're at RSI levels you haven't seen since December 2017, since the bubble was about to pop, right? I mean, right now on the weekly, Bitcoin's sitting at 83. We didn't even get to those levels in May or June of last year. Extremely overbought. So at levels like this, when you're so nuclear, it doesn't mean the run's over, but it definitely means that at some point, this oscillator is going to reset like it had done many times before in the multi-year bull cycle, right? 2015 to 2017, pretty much, or it began kind of in mid 2015. But right, you get to these levels, right, like 84, 85, 90 again, right? What happens? You reset those oscillators. You get pretty extreme pullbacks, wipes people out, and then it makes a higher low eventually, and then just goes again. Does it over and over and over. So just things to be cognizant of. I mean, it's real. Very real here. If you talk about the GBTC trade setup, right, the mega trade of like 60+%, hit the second target of the trade setup yesterday. Or maybe it was even, yeah, yesterday, and hit it again today. It's over though. I mean, like that's profit taking. So like on GBTC.
Hey Mitch, remember a while back when I asked you about Auburn versus Alabama? Well, I choose Auburn and I am loving it. Also, thanks for streaming during the COVID crash. You convinced me to hold my spot and not sell at 7K. 0.00028117 BTC.
Gabriel, thanks for the 5. He chose Auburn. Chat. It's all good, man. I mean, you're going to get a quality education, one or the other. It's all about what you want to go to school for, right? Auburn's better at a few things than Bama. Bama's better at a lot of things, you know. So, whatever. Good stuff, man. But you're there. You're in college. Hopefully, you're applying yourself. You're learning things. Real thing you want to learn in college is your time management. Big time. So Bitcoin's just now touching 17,730, catching no bids, no bounce. You think this looks like it could very well just break, and we could see more selling on Bitcoin right now. And there it is. It's breaking 17,730. Long $2.4 million worth of longs just liquidated right now. So we see if it holds. It's just it's just consolidating, man.
I think it will slightly break all-time high to 2122K, and then the new retail will come in and then do our 30% pullback and teach all the new people their first lesson.
Low flow, thanks for the 556. Nice caliber, dude. Caliber contribution. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, right, so you think we're gonna go to 90 probably on the RSI and achieve all-time highs before resetting the oscillators? It's possible, man. Anything's possible, right? But not so much of an edge, not so much of an area where we can just it's so easy to know where it's going now. I mean, come on, dude. All we can do is the last bull flag trade setup that was successful. Fortunately, same thing where you broke a resistance, you consolidated above it, you back tested it, and then what happened after you back tested it? You were gone. You marked up in price. So it's almost like it's very similar to the same thing, right? Where you broke a resistance, you are chopping around, really not, Bitcoin price action doesn't know. Is 17,730 going to be held as support or not? We don't know. So it's testing it literally as I'm talking to you, as it did last night and failed and broke below it. So you just don't know, okay? And that's okay. You're not supposed to always know. You're never really supposed to act like you know, but there are indicators that can give us an edge, and an 88% retrace on the weekly with an 83 on the RSI, that's... And that rubber band, man, could pull back. Okay, so just be aware of that. Not a value area, maybe a value area for short, but that doesn't mean it's good to be ever shorting in parabolic runs like this, because there's no bearish divergence at all. No buyer exhaustion on significant time scales yet at all. See what happens. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Did you someone ask a question? Gabriel, thanks for the Bitcoin contribution. Really appreciate it. My God, yesterday was nuts, dude. The stream. Well, I mean the latter part of the stream with the tip jar stuff. That was wow. Yeah, so instead of shorting, then maybe waiting for an opportunity when the oscillator resets on the weekly. The beauty is, it's hey man, if you got in at much lower levels, I'm here 7 days a week, right? Talking about Wyckoff reaccumulation down here in July, through rising valleys, bullish Gartleys, right? Jumping across creeks. I mean, when you get in at much lower levels, a lot of this doesn't really, the ups and downs. Okay, dude, yeah, okay. Open a small position on a mini bull flag, you get stopped out. Okay, it didn't happen that time, but maybe this time. You can't hold 17,730. Negative Momo on the 4 hours at its highest level. There's no edge yet. Oh, so let's go to the 60-minute real quick, just so we can look at it. Hidden bullish divergence. Kind of hard to say. It doesn't really feel like it played out. I mean, how do you see? This is why you just don't really rely on the 60-minute at all, because it's almost like, who even won? Right, where it was showing hidden bullish divergence, ran out, made a lower high, and then dumped. But then on the next, it made almost diverged kind of, and then rallied again before selling off. So it's almost like no one won this, and that can happen. I mean, I guess it's like I guess we would say the no's kind of have it because it never made it to 18,400 still, and it's over now. So nah. And let this be a lesson. 60-minute divergence. This is normally what you get, dude. Okay, so look for the 4-hour, and definitely you want to tandem the time scales for the 4-hour and the daily at the same time. That makes it extremely strong. Okay. Oh man, a lot of y'all out there. Will Bitcoin achieve all-time highs by Thanksgiving? Almost 700 votes. We can continue. I mean, we got 1 week, 7 days now, chat. I'll post this again, and I'll have this will be maybe the cutoff day with 1 week to go for you to vote. So this is it, dude. We'll see if anyone else wants to vote. Let me pin the Discord link. To the chat. Okay, here, so join the Discord, posting the link right now. And now I'm gonna pin it. Boom, perfect. All right, so you understand. We're looking at the 60-minute. You can clearly see what's happening. That 17,730, where traders set it up on the daily. The correlation is very real. So you just don't want to fall below it. Okay. You hold it, man. That's gonna be unbelievable if this holds. I mean, it could be on the 60-minute a spring and a back test of a spring, but it's just not looking hot right now. Oh my god. New link. The one I pinned is not working. Well, I mean, where's the new link? Where's the new link? Because I just did the one that... Okay, well, I'll just unpin it. Okay, no link for Discord. Well, it was you that said it though, right? Okay, I guess it does work. So did you get trolled and that in turn trolled me? Correct.
True international effort to pressure.
Washington State back on lockdown. No to be found again. At least I have my daily low.
Leon, thanks for 420. Sorry to hear about the lockdown in Washington. Rest in peace, your economy, your local economy. It sucks, dude. But all right, yeah, use health as the reason. You're going to create a bunch of other issues that are gonna end up being way worse. And at the same time, I mean, look what's happening. These governments in some of these cities and states. I mean, the virus, like we got vaccines coming out with 95% efficacy rate. Yeah, we know they're not going to be really coming out until Q2 or whatever. But this is like an attempt to grab more power from some of these certain governors and mayors. Like it's... I don't know, man. Yeah, sure. It's normal, dude. This world we live in 2020 is not normal. We should just shut up and take it. All right. Or be canceled by your cultural dictatorship. Okay. So let's see, man, if Bitcoin can hold this. Let's move on to, oh man, maybe something a little bit more positive here. Litecoin killed it, dude.
If you have more than 10 people in your home in NY, they can fine you $500. It's the worst.
Yeah, there you go, dude. There you go. It's just so nuts, dude. I don't know, because like, I don't even want to get started, you know, like talking about it. Anyway, all right, thank you. Rising wedge, breakout, back test. When you back tested, hidden bullish divergence, gone. What'd you do? You broke 79.32. Wonderful. Major ice line, congestion area, breakout point, where we've thrusted through this a multitude of times. Is that it on this chart? Yeah. So this is 100% a potential major reversal area. You have to understand. It seems so good here. But right, any profit taking level on the way up, I mean, that's gone. So two things going to happen here. This is where it reverses majorly downside. Maybe you back test 63.60 in time when Bitcoin corrects majorly. Or the market conditions remain insanely parabolic. I mean, you think you're going to test that high 84.21, right? That upthrust high from February 12th. But if you break that, man, we're talking like 95.77. Now, that isn't weird if you think about it, man. If you go to the weekly, I've had this charted for many months. Many months. What's about to happen? Litecoin is about to hit the first target. Yes, the first target of a position trade. Posted it sometime in June. Here's the chart. There it is, man. Right. This is $84.79 and $99. The two targets. So it's kind of not out of the ordinary. It just took a tremendous amount of patience to wait for this to happen. And that's it. So, you know, you think about the 4 hour, whoa, dude, this is so insane on Litecoin, but at the same time, you zoom out, it takes away a lot of the noise, a lot of the insanity that's been happening in the last week. And you can just see, okay, so potential major reversal area is upon you, right? Where people would take profit, massive amounts of profit, sells off, goes and back tests old areas as support. Maybe Bitcoin does the same thing, and then it goes again. And then you see $99 eventually in time. Literally has everything to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin wants to hold 17,730 long enough. My God. At any time above that area is when you could start seeing the insane markup in price to 19,000 plus. You just don't know yet, quite yet. Walmart killed it today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Becky will be right back. She walked over for a $12 coffee and some vegan food. Yeah, dude. Inflation Connect. Come on, Federal Reserve. Keep pumping out new dollars. Local governments, state governments, go ahead while the dollar's being devalued to record levels, record pace. Shut down the economy so people can't work. They can't earn the money that is being obliterated because of money printing. Go ahead, cancel Thanksgiving. Go ahead, legalize heroin. You kidding me? How in Oregon is shooting heroin now legal, but it's illegal to have a couple families congregating on Thanksgiving together? How is that real? Oh, and before someone in chat actually tries to justify it. Really?
Amen.
What's up, Fry? Cash, thanks to 5, dude. Oh my god, it's political. No, yeah, it's people's lives being ruined by government officials that are playing God, essentially. Yeah, that's political, dude. Yeah, one side or the other. Really? You're a Democrat and you're okay with this? You're a Republican and you're okay with it? I mean, like, really? It's not even partisan anymore. It's insane. It's psychotic. All right. So we'll move on. Great stuff on Litecoin. And it's technically right now trying to back test that congestion area somewhat as support. It will be almost completely ludicrous if Litecoin doesn't stall out here before it goes and sees that $95, $99 area. But what's it look like on the... So we didn't look at it on the daily. On the daily, bullish engulfing candle, right? Mega bullish engulfing candle.
Can I get your thoughts on FSLR? Monthly looks interesting.
Yeah, we'll look at it, dude. Thanks for the 5 super chat. And solar, right? FSLR. So yeah, I mean, like, you're bullishly engulfing, so there might be follow through price action here, and maybe hopefully that could get you to the first target because you haven't technically touched it. It's 84, 71, $85. Not sure you're gonna have enough, but you just got overbought on Litecoin. You just, right? 74 is not nuclear yet. It's overbought, but you know how many times we've seen altcoins or Bitcoin go much higher, go to 90 on the RSI in these crazy runs. So can't rule it out, but that's why we looked at the weekly. Okay, now look at FSLR. Oh my god, what a Jesus range. Yeah, you got yourself a Jesus range you broke out of. Wow. There it is. I mean, the breakout, you know, April 2014, March 2016. Look at this. January 2018, April 2018. Then you up thrusted one more time, August of this year. Sold off. You gapped down. You back tested some sort of support resistance, congestion area. And then you V-shaped on up to break out, and now I don't know what's going on here. Bullish convergence on the daily. Engulfed today, believe it or not. This is all over the place. I don't know. This is no structure here. Kind of hard to... I mean, what we could do. And if we're talking about, if this is a true range-bound breakout, we're talking 6-year large range that you've broken out of. I mean, if it's real, then why would this not be accurate, where you've majorly Fibonacci from April 2018 to the COVID crash low? Okay, there you go. A 1272 fib extension was achieved. So that if this is going to reverse here and rally, and it has not back tested the range yet, IMO, right? I think that the range is where it started, right here, 2014. So 74.66. You think eventually maybe you'd see that? That could be a good re-entry or entry period. But you know, your next target, if this actually reverses here without back testing, is 95.91, 103.41, and then eventually the golden E ratio of 114.20. So this is a true breakout, bullishly converging. What a run it's been on. But if you know anything about solar, if you looked at it like TAN, it's insane, man. Crazy run you've been on. I bet you got a nice channel here too. Nice little bull flag right there played out, didn't it? Okay, there's your targets. But if you want me really to do this, I can do it too. It's a great, beautiful little channel bouncing off the heart line, right? So there you go. It makes sense. That'd be the next target, the fib extension again. Okay, 95.91. And thanks for the 1,232 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream at all, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Litecoin up 11.24%. Pretty much the darling of the day. But I don't know, because YFI is insane. I mean, what can you say about this asset that reached a high today of $29,686? Its highest level since September 28th, not too long ago, really. This thing's crazy. All right, so this is like testament to the technical analysis being respected unbelievably well. Like, too good of stuff, and such a like, it just recovered so fast after hitting that area, right? X marks the spot, divergence, confluence, multiple time scales, bullish Marbazoon engulfing candle. And here you go, man. We could just go back to my live stream the day November 6th, and we talked about this being the area minimum, and here we are. And if you really, if you break 30K, which is the golden retrace, just slightly above it's where traders set it up the date of September 26th, $31,789 would really be that hard resistance potential reversal area, and it could go all the way up to the wick high, 34,234. You ever break that? Well, you're thinking 39,649, that high from August 31st. Wouldn't that be a sight on this same wave up? Very, very fast pace. And we're talking, dude, right? Since the bullish engulfing Marbazoon from the highest point today, you're talking, this asset has appreciated in value 248% in less than 2 weeks, 13 days. Yeah, so Litecoin, great day, Litecoin. When you look at YFI, right? Litecoin's a joke if you look at YFI, if you compare them in performance. Congrats, great minds, man. Hopefully, I mean, I've been covering this adamantly, like pretty much every single day since this critical area was hit, and I hope some people were able to look at this and be like, dang, man, low risk, high reward opportunity. And here's the thing, right? And this may not do anything, but from a low to a high, an 88.6% retrace. You flip this over, right? That's where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's at an 88% retrace from its all-time highs from December of 2017. This is the fib node. This is exactly where Bitcoin is, but flipping the chart over. Good news, high or low, not low or low. So I'm just trying to give you context here. What can happen at 88.6% retraces? Okay. So YFI, Litecoin, and that's kind of it. There's not much. Let's go to GBDC real quick. This is what I'm talking about. Right, yesterday you achieved and hit that second target of the trade setup. Over 60% P&L. Freaking wonderful, dude. And we just tested it again. No break yet. And it is not going to happen if spot price rolls over, which we don't know yet, right? Molotova, man, thank you for the 109 super chat. What's up, Jeffrey? Hold on, it'll just interrupt me if I start going into the analysis.
Wi-Fi coin $14,538, 11/6. Greater than $28,906, 11/19. Thanks for the chindies, Southern Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon, right? If you say it Southern. Thank you, Jeffrey, for the 5. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about, man. See, that feels good, dude. All right. I find great purpose in trying to help someone in some way once a day, right? Thanks, dude. All right, so GBDC, another one where I hope I just hope this was like a Patreon official trade setup. Entry was when it was posted, and it's like, okay, dude, 3 rising valleys, inverse head and shoulders, breakout of the downsloping structure you had been in since, you know, June 2016. I'm sorry, June 26, 2019. And you had that other anchor point in February 2020. Look, you upthrusted June 8th. And then finally broke it and back tested it as support when it was once resistance. This is what we're talking about. Back tests are so important, man. Even if downsloping resistances, supply lines become demand lines. So you're out and you were just butting up against a very critical ice line. All right, where if you broke it, it could be moon time. And of course, thankfully, moon time happened. So 2 of the 3 targets hit, only 1 to go, where it's 22.45, which is just the 100% measured move of whatever structure you want to call it. It was kind of both. It was 2 different type of structures. So that's how I got the justification. The next one, it's just a little bit higher, man. So almost doubling up if you get there. Almost. Okay, so that's like another thing you got to wonder. It's like, that is also another reason like why maybe Bitcoin spot could reverse a little bit at an 88.6% retrace from all-time highs. But again, you don't know, man. Bitcoin is a momentum-driven asset class, and the momentum is unfreaking real right now. It is a freight train, and you just don't know when the freight train's going to run out of gas. But when you're at 85 on the RSI, 86 on the RSI, and you haven't seen those levels on the weekly since the end of the bull run of 2017, it does make you be like, dang, dude, there's nothing wrong with taking profit if you got in a good area. You know, maybe holding on to some, but right, have one, like a percentage of your overall position that you had when you opened it, right? Take a little off the table and see what happens. We cool? Yeah, so we can move on to, I guess the XRP is up today, so it would, 3.13%. Not really going anywhere though. I mean, it had its, it's not any higher than it was a couple days ago. What's really cool about it is 28.4 cents, right? What is that area, man? You know what that area is. That was the 3rd target of the trade setup, right? From the entry down here. Okay, you back tested what was once resistance. There was a reason why it was a target for profit taking, because it's a potential reversal area. Okay, so sometimes, like in another situation, another universe, this would hit that resistance and reverse there. But instead it broke it and then back tested it when it was once resistance. Now market participants gained validity that the resistance became support. At the time you were back testing it 3 different times, 3 different 4-hour candles, what'd you do? Hidden bullish divergence. So while you had broken a resistance, back tested as support, you're showing impending price action, continuation of the upside. You're certainly getting it right now. Certainly. So you think like where we are, assuming Bitcoin just doesn't, I have to it's like a disclaimer on every S coin we look at. Assuming Bitcoin doesn't just get obliterated right now and break that 17,730, you think 31.168 cents. I mean, look, I get it though. It's like one high from September 2nd. I'm just thinking 31.1 cents is maybe something I found on the daily. I mean, it's like right here, October 2019. It's kind of a zone of resistance, right? September and October 2019. Just lots and lots of congestion, lots of chop, man. I mean, it's such a viable area to say, oh yeah, this is maybe an area where it could reverse there majorly. So that's probably where you think you're headed, to this resistance zone. If you break it, man, whoa, dude, right? You remember the targets on this one? Well, you'd hit one already. You're back at the first profit taking level. The second profit taking level was 35.339 cents, and then we were going for the 886 as the 3rd target on the weekly, 46.544 cents. Some of y'all remember that. Cleaned up a little bit. But it was the same thing. It was very similar to Litecoin in its own way. They're almost identical. Whew. So wow, we got 6 minutes till your daily candle close. Go hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you're enjoying these altcoins come to life. Not just altcoins, but there is another whose memes are potentially even better. I think you know the guy.
Is that a joint?
You did intraday hit all-time highs. Let's see here. It was so close. All right, officially at close today, Tesla closed at its highest level of all time, $499, but unfortunately after hours you are down 1.05%, $494. That's the whole macro's taken it with it, right? So, but that's real, dude. That is history was made today on Tesla, not just on the intraday run where it hit a high of $508.60-ish cents, also where they settled up and closed at least the 4 hour. I'm not sure about the daily. Go to it real quick and see. Yes, the daily also setting that record, highest level where traders ever settled up. You say, what about this red candle? This is where you had a gap up and it opened higher September 1st before dumping, so it doesn't count as a close. All right, just under $500. What a really nice idea here, an ascending triangle. You broke out, man. On what? A news-driven catalyst. It was the news-driven catalyst. It was really after hours, November 16th, where Tesla, if you didn't know, got inducted into the S&P 500. And as you can see, it looks like maybe a breakaway gap. And so the target, if you do break 502, if the market doesn't implode, which we have to say that too, I guess, about stocks. If it doesn't implode, 593.57 eventually. That's your target. And probably if it gets to that level, it's going to want 600 again because, the split. Ooh. Very good, man. Let's go, Elon.
Is that a joint?
We're proud of you, man. Bet Moonboy's out there somewhere not happy. He doesn't like Elon. There's another stock though. I'd just like you to see. That looks very, very similar. You just don't know. It hasn't been performing too great lately. Ever since that Thanos snapping, the snap, when Pfizer on that couple Mondays ago released the the news that they've got a vaccine with a 90% efficacy rate, right, for COVID. It's just a lot of tech's been stalling, been rough. Tesla reported earnings yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what that means, so I can't say yes or no. But thank you for the 349 euro super chat. So I do like about one thing I like a little bit about Nvidia is this high from September 14th. Well, first off, I guess this low, and then you dumped. You made a higher low, you sprung, and now you're trying to stay back above this high here. This was the earnings, right? They missed, but still had an incredible quarter. And you just gotta think, what is this? It's like Tesla, where, wow, huge potential ascending triangle. Brad brought this up, I think, first after the dump. So yeah, and again, like what could happen, if we're talking wave analysis here, and this is gonna run up and it's gonna test 586 and eventually maybe break to the upside, this is maybe where it could be headed. You're talking about a huge bearish deep crab where the PCZ is like 671. So just an idea. It's like, you dumped, but very little movement. I mean, on the oscillators just doesn't look that bad. It's such a stupid bullish trend and makes so much money. The fundamentals are great. So, kind of, you don't want to really be messing with Nvidia below, 475, 490, because then you're breaking some technical supports that have been created. And there's not really much support at all on this asset until 291 after that. So that's why danger zone below 470 to 490. All right, just so you know. Cool. Yeah, Nvidia acquiring ARM was a great move. Yeah, it'll put them over. Will it put them over $1 trillion market cap? No, I don't think so. How could it do that? They're only at 332 billion. I was reading something. I don't know. I was off the cusp, so I'll have to look into that. Okay, we got well, your local on the 8th, so I'm gonna go, man. We gotta go back to Bitcoin, where we have less than 1 minute until your daily candle close. We got to check that out, man. Where you're looking out for now, chat. Okay, you're looking out for now. This will be. Is it? No, see, yesterday you barely closed above that high, so it'll just be the second time you've closed above 17,730. But I mean, that's a lot of selling. Obviously, there got to be some supply up here. A lot of indecision. And you have not broken or breached the 886. You tested it and failed twice now. Well, I don't know. I mean, microphone stuff I would recommend when I don't have, but that takes a lot more stuff. You need a mixer. I'm working on that as we speak, kind of, you know, working on like a new audio setup. Screens. Dude, I got scrub screens, dude. Samsung curve monitors. I got. Yeah, dude. I'm actually not in the. Those are like two things that should pretty much be my next like reinvestment in the stream. But they work fine. They don't like. I'm not gaming on them. I'm doing charting. I'm streaming. I'm, you know, like they're just not that necessary. So Sulta, sorry, man. You should have asked me about any other component except those two, and I'd be like, oh, dude, this or that, right? $2 minimum on, you know, requests. TTS. That's a precedent that's been around since I started streaming, pretty much. So, thank you, man, for the 2 super chat. Well, it is funny. This one screen I have that is the oldest. It's one of the only things besides my. It's the only thing besides my desk really that has not been replaced. It is my 2K Asus monitor. It's been here through every single stream, you know, except my remote ones. And it's so weird. I'm getting like this discoloring at the bottom of the screen. So its days are getting numbered, but it still works. It's not really that big a deal. So, oh, by the way, Jesus chimes, of course, right? The new day. A new day has been born. Live in the chat. Wi-Fi is still pumping. We'll pull back. Yeah, I mean, you think it's going to 30K? The golden retrace, and then probably 32 plus K after that, the hard resistance. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like 4K monitors, like, well, I don't even know that. If I do that resolution, I know that's gonna screw with my stream, like all my OBS settings. I would have to. I don't know. Yeah, it's just not been on my mind because I'm just like not a, you know, I really like making those reinvestments where it's gonna enhance the performance of the stream. It's gonna make things better for you, the viewer. But when it's something on my side, if it works, man, I'm content. I'm happy with it, you know. So what's up, Bo? Lone Sophos, Larry, man. 17K, what's up, dude? Wait a second, you went back to 17K. Your name was 20K, right? Something's going on. But, you know, again, it is a good thing. Though there's a lot of indecision up here, man. I think a lot of people are spooked. I mean, but you understand why it's a critical area? because you're now sandwiched between, for 48 hours, sandwiched between the last area where traders settled up before all-time highs on the daily. The last one. You just broke. All right, so kind of really what happened, you broke it and back tested it the last 48 hours. You broke it yesterday, you back tested it today, and held above it. So that is good. That's technically not bad. And so, again, though, let's try to get above the 886, which is 17,979. What's up, Anon? Thanks for the merchandise purchase. Yep. Very, very high quality art done by the Wayne Batson. So if you want really nice artwork that has harmonics with all the different percentages and stuff that is, you know, that deciphers between one and the other, it's a great way to support the stream. Oh, there's Wayne Batson himself, dude. What's up, man?
Bruh.
Be better. I don't know. Super wide monitors, I get it. It's not really a big deal to me. I mean, let me try to show you real quick. It's probably not gonna let me. Hold on. If you see it, I mean, there's like no gap there at all on my 4, and then I got the one utility right there, and then I've got the one 52-inch. You can barely see it over there, TV. So I don't know, man. Like, what are we gonna do? Dude, I'm doing technical analysis in 4K now, man. My charting's so much better, you know. I just spent $5K on a freaking beast monitor, the best money can buy, and it's like, it's almost like, oh, I would have to start playing video games, you know. Like, let me just make myself play video games so I can get, you know, not ROI, but actual use out of it, you know. It's like, whoa, man, these candles are so much more powerful now. Pump it, dude. Yeah, Link looks okay. Look, Link, you know the targets, man, right? You're not above the resistance, though. Wait, yeah, you are. I'm sorry, I looked at it wrong. Because I know, like, the number looks very similar to Bitcoin the past 2 days. But you are still broken out, and you are above that resistance. Look, dude, the longer you stay above this September high, 1331, the higher the probability becomes you will eventually see $15. Okay, you keep holding it. Bitcoin doesn't crap out. $15, 1645, and then 1781 would be your targets. It's just not yet launched. Not yet. $49-inch curved, ultra wide, do it. See, I've got this like mechanism, right, where it connects all 4 and puts them together. So then it would be like, oh, then I gotta replace that. Then at that point, I might as well just get a new desk. Ugh. It's just things that like y'all don't see that doesn't make the stream better, you know. It'd be literally like me wasting money on myself for my own experience, you know. 10 Bitcoin will make you a millionaire by 2021 of December. Very speculative comment. Very, very speculative comment. Now, if you want to real quick, I mean, look at what Ricardo's talking about, what Citibank's talking about. I'm sure if you watch the stream, you already know. But for people that don't know, yes, Citibank a few days ago gave a price target of $318,000 by December 2021. Why? Why do they do that? What's that outlandish number? That's some sort of, that's crazy. What are they doing, man? Well, they're just going by this chart right here, okay? This chart. This is a log scale chart, pretty much the history of Bitcoin, where, you know, there's one more resistance. If you break it in log scale, eventually 318, let me just do this real quick so there's no confusion here, all right? What? Okay.
True international effort to pressure.
That's right, dude.
Check out Pearl on the smaller time scales, 0.0088419 ETH.
Okay, Paulo. Thanks for the Ethereum contribution. What's up, Spice Melange? Dude, I've got to turn down. Brad, could you maybe remind me tonight to turn down
Patreon pre-game.
the 420 variation of the Showman on pressure? It's so loud compared to all the others. A spin, yeah, I mean, I can add to the dead if it lands on it. Maybe for this evening, but just how highly doubt you're gonna get me. Sorry, dude. Get wrecked. You wish it landed on Chug, but that might be one of the most easy spins of my life, okay? To be completely arrogant, alright? So, just to go back to this, $318,000, the literal top of the channel, where you had a peak from October 13th and a peak from December 2017. You'd have one peak again up there. Extremely speculative. So much can happen between then, but the fundamentals are at all-time highs. For me, let's break all-time highs first, okay, and then we can talk. And then after that, let's break the major fib extensions from your high point, your all-time high, to your low point, where you got the 1272, the 1414, 1618. Let's talk after that about 318,000, man. It's ridiculous. Hey, it's Leroy Jenkins, man. What's up, dude? Leroy, thanks for supporting the stream. Enjoy your chart art, the bulls, the bears, the ciphers, the harmonics, man. All of them, okay? Thanks, dude. Rather outlandish. But I'll give you something a little less outlandish, even though it's kind of crazy. You already know about it. I mean, again, this is like, we have left no stone unturned on Bitcoin in this stream, okay? So, insane, right? In the membrane. But this also could be considered absolutely insane too, right? Where you have a monthly consolidation structure, you know, the huge markup in price, the nice multi-year bull run for Bitcoin, 2015, mid 2015, all the way to late 2017, right? 2.5 years of consolidation, neutral pattern. You broke out in July, you back tested August, you back tested September, both breakouts. The horizontal line high and the downsloping resistance became support. And then in October, bullish engulfing, second highest level ever where traders settled up on Bitcoin on the monthly. And now it almost seems, with that 11 days to go, barring acts of insane, violent selling, you will make history in 11 days. And I hope you, in 11 days, mark your calendar for the stream where we'll be here together witnessing this happen, where it's never happened since, of course, you know, December of 2017, where it made its all-time high. But it'll be higher. It'll be a higher candle close. And on this chart, you have to understand, there is no resistance until all-time highs. And that and the weekly leads you to believe that it is very possible in this next 11 days that the run could happen to that level to test it. But you got to stay above 17,730 and everything else will work out. Everything. Okay? You break that, right? 100% measured move, $64,000. This is log scale. So how do you get log scale targets if you're measuring a pattern this insanely large? You can't go by price. It doesn't work. You have to go by percentage, all right? So from your high to low, 524%. Decrease, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, just you measure that, and then whatever 524% is, because that's the size of the percentage, from the breakout, you just create 520. See, for me, it's like 523%, whatever. It was like a percent off. It's kind of hard to move that and adjust it. And that's like the general vicinity target area for this pattern. $64,000. So, is it outlandish, man? Not really. It's real TA. This is what you do in any situation on any asset. This is Amazon. You'd be doing the same thing. Nvidia, Walmart, right? Gold, silver, coffee futures, sugar, pineapple futures, right? Isn't a thing, pineapple futures? They used to trade that. Doesn't matter, man. It's TA. So what we do real quick, if you want to be more conservative on a breakout, let's go just to the weekly. Get out of log scale. I might have to go to the daily real quick. Hold on. It's that little guy. real quick so we could just talk about targets after a breakout. Because you're not going to go straight up to 64K. That's crazy. You're not going to do it. But what you could do... Wait, hold on. Did I do that right? Oops. Wait. But if you do break all-time highs, you could have a serious, insane run-up to a certain level. And that would be $24,448. That is the 1272 fib extension from your all-time high, 2017, to your 3150 low. Right, that's it. X marks the spot if you ever break out above that, okay? 19,900 and change. But it's, man, you got to break 88% retrace, and it's just crazy, man. That right there is 83.39. You just don't spend much time at these levels for very long before pullback. So you gotta wonder, is Bitcoin gonna refuel its jets at this 88% retrace? Is this where we begin major consolidation for a few weeks, or do we say no, dude, screw everything, we're going all-time highs because of the halvening, because of institutional FOMO, mass adoption with these payment processors, unprecedented money printing that's not just the US, it's all these different currencies. War has been waged on the US dollar in March from the Fed. Is that what... So all those variables, that's why fundamentals are at all-time highs, chat. And that could be the only reason why this goes to 90 right, again and sees those all-time highs. Okay? Not to mention, we're getting a small uptick in that Google Trends. Let's take a look at it. Small uptick. I also was showing something earlier. I think they were like past 90 days. It's blowing up. But if you look comparative to just where we've been, right? You know, we got 100 on Bitcoin, and the great FOMO top, right? December 17th, 2017. That was all the day up. But then you go back to June of 2019. We're at 14K, 26. And then look, right now, 17. You moved up, okay? You moved up. But even Bitcoin in May, it was rallying. It wasn't doing anything that insane. It's 18. No, wait, it's higher. It's 22. And then August, when there was so much hype, it's actually, is it 17? It's matching now the hype we saw in August, where we ran up to 12,500, then we dumped. So now let's look in the past. Let's go to the past 90 days, right? It's different, okay? It's kind of crazy here. It's at 100 now. Okay, so you do have people searching for it, but not comparative to the last runs. It's meh, But here, 100. So you got tons of people searching. I guess within the past 90 days, right? Pretty cool. But the R side of cool off is a dump required. Consolidation would help get you less overbought. A dump would be required to get out of overbought territory really fast. Yeah, sure. Too much S going on in the world. Yeah, well, that's been the thought of why retail has not been so insane with their searches and whatever, because it's just there's actual real problems going on everywhere. People are like, oh, they can't make ends meet, they can't make money, they can't do this, they can't do that, elections, whatever, countries divided, whatever, all that stuff. Tom says he'd love to see a pullback so he can pile back in. Many people are saying that, and that's so tough about Bitcoin. When everyone wants a pullback so they can buy more, you had those chances this summer, right? You had multiple months of Wyckoff reaccumulation going on multiple times, and Once you broke 11,463, look what's manifested from it. The 3 gorgeous damn resistance, chat. You know it, man. You freaking know it. That was the spot. That was kind of the last spot before just complete pandemonium, where we got one more fib node. And if you look at the weekly, this is another reason maybe why the RSI could continue to climb on price action. Where's that 17,730 resistance? Oh, it doesn't exist on the weekly or the monthly. It's not there. On the most significant time scales, there is no resistance on Bitcoin until 19,376, where traders set it up at their highest level ever, the week of December 11th. So that's it, dude. Wow, dude. Litecoin on the new day is already up 2%. What is going on, Larry? It's pumping. I mean, you're about to be at 84.71, a 50% retrace from that June 26, 29, or it was Litecoin like topped out before Ethereum and Bitcoin. Everything topped. It's weird because it had its happening or something. The high to low, 50% retrace. So clearly you can see if this was Bitcoin would be like way up here, right? So I think my music stopped. Excuse me. We'll get this rolling. It's all good. We good? Okay. So the position trade stuff, again, if you're just tuning in, this was posted this summer, man. This summer in June. I posted, you see this, right? No change. Here it is. So you had the divergence, you were at a congestion area. It was like, all right, if you break the supply line, eventually these are the targets you could see. It took a long time, but finally, man, you're about to hit it, and that feels real good, dude, right? I mean, there are probably better assets out there to have your money because of the sell-off and the time it took, where you got one more back test of that congestion area. And what was that? What was that, chat? What was that last back test? Once, dude. The little bullish hammer on the weekly. You know what it was, right? If you're a patron, you certainly know what it was. It was this PCZ of the bullish shark pattern, the Jesus Man. It's too perfect. This is, I mean, like, what you know. Oh, it's so good in hindsight, but dude, posting this, I was like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen with these markets. The stock market was selling off. Tech was down. Like, some assets were down like 20%. I think Nvidia had lost 20% of its value from its all-time highs. Right, just a congestion area, bullish divergence in the 4-hour on the daily, and that was it. PCC of the structure, and so we've done it, man. Exceeded the targets, and it's just continuing to go, and it's hitting those weekly targets now, right? Yes, it's very good. I'm gonna add an alert right at that 50%, so we hear it, man. Jesus sounds right. Very good. Oh yeah, we gotta go to that Ethereum to Bitcoin. I think someone requested that, which I don't know. I lost track, man. I think someone else did. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, man, this is. I get people be like, "Hey, is that number sudden shoulders, dude?" It's huge of a pattern because it's the weekly, right? I mean, you can, yeah, you see it. Now here's the thing, though. Let me look at the daily real quick. You can see it. It's kind of, you're breaking the daily supports. Yeah, you broke and you continued selling off. But I'm just talking about this low point, September 2018, another wick, December 2017. Right, you're below those, and you know, there's just one high from April of this year, where it's just a little zone of support. I mean, if you don't, oops, that's the log scale. Yeah, I mean, you're approaching what seems to be maybe a demand line. Yeah, you do have bullish divergence, could turn into triple MACD bullish divergence, and then you can get some tail end RSI divergence. So, I mean, if this congestion area is going to hold, that's good for Bitcoin, or I'm sorry, that's good for Ethereum. But if it breaks, danger zone, real big danger zone for Ethereum to BTC is anything below 24,832. You don't want anything to do with this pair, Ethereum to BTC, below this, because there's very little support, right? It could plummet, capitulate bad. So just wanted to go over it because of the request. Yeah, dude, maybe on the monthly you could try to be like, hey dude, it's a inverse head and shoulders or something. Maybe we'll see what happens. You got to hold this, and it could take a while to play out. It could take a good while to play out, multiple months to figure it out. Meh. Why not just look at Ethereum to the US dollar like we've been doing for months and play that, because you'd be up so much money while you've done nothing here. Yeah, Zcash had a halvening a couple days ago. That's right. What is it? Cut their reward 1 to 4? 1/4? That sucks. New miners that cost $4,500 just went from making $40 a day to $10. Dang. Midnight Synergy. Rough for the miners. 1/2? Paulo's saying. Yeah, what if it was the 4th? It'd be the 3/4ing or something, right? Okay. I'm gonna get that out of the way. I don't really like looking at Bitcoin pairs just because I'd like, if I'm trading, I'd like to not have to pay double the fees, and I'd like to get stopped out if it happens into a very stable asset. So, what's up, Vladiminov? So, dude, thanks for the sub. Thanks for all the new subs past week, man. It's been great. We're getting closer and closer to 36,000 subs now. They called it a halvening, but the reward went from 12.5 Zcash to 3.125 Zcash. So there you go, dude. More than a halvening. So let's take a look here. This is an old chart. Gold. Remember the one that was one asset that's supposed to act as a hedge against inflation, which it has wonderfully. It's just going through mega consolidation. It's only been about 104, 105 days of a correction since its buying climax, and that's completely normal. And so, you up thrusted through the breakout from 2011. Now you're back below it, meaning eventually gold could find its way down to $1,800, right? Where you are, there's no support until then. So you just can't be very surprised if that happens. We get a sell-off again and see that. Because what was once resistance, well, my God, let's make it a support, and you get this consolidation here. Could just be this huge cut with handle, man. But at the same time, it's just being suppressed really hard. You think eventually, man, with what's happened in the monetary policy around the world, that gold will eventually bust to the upside again and continue its multi-year bull run, all right? I mean, eventually all this is going to happen. Once it does start bottoming out and rolling to the upside, it will start showing very clear, very discernible weekly hidden bullish divergence, pitting price action continuation to the upside. So fundamentals at very extremely high levels for gold. Think it's gonna turn around at some point. You're just at that average time frame where 100% or 100-day correction is extremely normal for assets in bull trends. It's following that perfectly. It barely moves now, Lenny, but I think you may have missed everything, dude, because it was not like that for multiple years, really. At least since late October to early August, it was a beast. There were so many tradable patterns. We had a lot of successful trade setups in Patreon with gold. It was amazing, dude. Remember Jeffy? I don't even know what happened to Jeffy, dude. He was like a gold whale. S barely moves, dude. Yeah, only if you're late to the party. Sure. Composite operator. This is clear testament to the composite operator on gold, man. The low is the lower low, the lowest low. All right, then the higher low, then the higher low. The back test of old levels that were once support. Well, you sprung. You then eventually back tested the spring. Another higher low. Nice bull flag right there, and then you broke the neckline of the complex inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it was off. So that's what the composite operator does, right? He acquires his position quietly, and then gold starts getting in the media, starts getting in the news. It runs up, then it has a huge buying climax, then goes into a 100-day correction. And then people during these corrections will move on to greener pastures because they want greater yield, and they say, screw gold, man, I'm done with this. But little do they know, 100 days is normal. Eventually this is going to show hidden bullish evidence, and it will probably eventually continue its run. That's what hidden bullish evidence is. Continuation of the upside. So, yeah, for the FOMO scrub boys, yeah, it sucks for you, but if you play the composite man's game, and you know who the composite operator was on gold, we know 100% who the composite operator was, chat. It was central banks. Central banks
True
acquired.
international effort to pressure.
Check out PI, making some moves on the daily. 0.00887349 EDH.
Thank you, Paulo. Sorry, I was in the middle of something that's so loud, that TTS on that variation. The composite operator, central banks, they acquired $155 billion worth of gold, and only $10 billion worth of bonds. So that was them, man. They acquired it because they know what's coming for the US dollar and all fiat. They know what's coming. It's not good. They're printing fiat into oblivion right now. It's marked for death. Marked for death, chat. Speaking of the US dollar, here it is, right? Yeah, you got 4-hour bullish divergence. You don't have any of that on the daily. The daily's terrible. Daily's so bad. It was like, what? I don't even know what it did. It gapped up to $92.54 and just rallied and then dumped. Now it's near its lowest level since November 6th, but really since August 31st. And there's a nice line approaching where if you break this, which is starting to seem real likely, it's eventually going to break. You break this, man. Huge markdown of price. This just is in line, certainly, with Citibank's analysis or prediction that by the end of 2021, the US dollar will be down 20% from where it is now. 20%. 20%'s way down here somewhere. We did it a couple days ago. We'll see. From where we are, what's 20% loss in value? My God, it's real bad. They think by the end of next year, what the heck? Minus 20% is like down here. Dude. See, that's almost like a $318,000 prediction, right? 20% is like $73, which is down near the lows from 2011. Yeah, there's congestion here. There's ice lines support 2009, 2011, 2008. That's where Citibank's predicting DXY next year. Wow. Good luck. Good luck for people holding cash. That bear pole bear flag still real. I think he's still broken out of it, and the markdown could be nasty. Where I think if you break 91, you're going down to 88. Forget all this stuff down here. Just let's worry about the next support after 1. All right. You think Bitcoin to moon if everything's right diverging? I think Bitcoin's been in a bull trend since the US dollar's been in a bear trend, really, right? Whew. So thanks for the 1,258 people tuned in. Hey, if you're enjoying the analysis, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. The road to 36K. the road to 1,000 likes, which I don't think is possible on this stream, but it is really nice. I don't think I'd ever done it before, but the last 4 streams I've had, over 1,000 likes. The last 4 streams I've had, over 10,000 views. So that is a streak that I don't know if even in the best of times I've ever been able to do consistently. Maybe I did and haven't checked, but or no. But June of 2019 was a magical time. But yeah, dude. I mean, if we were to get 1,000 likes today, it'd be 5 streams in a row. I don't think that's happened. So. Yeah, Paula, man, can I not do my stream? Do I have to literally drop what I'm doing when you tip me and look at it? I'll get to it, man. Not trying to be rude, but it's like, I get it. Like, you just tipped me, man. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. You're probably gonna see 25.77 soon. I don't think there's any argument about that. YFII 25.77, 28.17. That's your congestion area. If you ever break that, look out, dude. Look out. 39.02. It's probably where you're going if you break 28.17. It's pretty simple. Not much to it, huh? Yep. You sprung. It's almost like a double bottom, right? If you go the week or you go the daily, you probably have a Adam and Eve double bottom that's been taken off. But again, we don't track DeFi. I track YFI. Because it's kind of like the Bitcoin of that little sub-sector. That's it, man. Looks good. I think. I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. Watch this. Oh, if it breaks this zone of resistance and you measure the size of it, I mean, where's it going to take you? Almost to the next area. Oh, it's like TA Tetris. So is it any wonder if you break this zone, 100% measured move of this zone would take you to 39.2 where traders set it up September 26th. It's not crazy. I was like, TA Tetris, man. It's perfect. See some new faces up in here in the chat. Thanks for being here, everyone. While Bitcoin sells off, gives up its brand new day's gains, 17,843. I mean, if it's Unitrash, why are you requesting it, dude? Still going. Hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, it looks like a really nice bull flag. Crazy, dude. Yeah, it looks like an awesome bull flag. On the 4 hour.
True international effort to pressure.
More selling.
Can we take a look at UNI trash? I mean, Uniswap, smiley face.
Sure, Ruby. Thanks for the 10 super chat. Yep, right here. Okay, eventually you're thinking, just Fibonacci, it's really tough, man. There's no data on this, so I'm just kind of grasping at straws where I think you're not using this one wick high, just using the one after it, where it's like actually a candle, normal one, a high to the low between 435 and 597. Now, if we look at the 4 hour, which I haven't really been looking at, we don't use Fibonacci here. That's pretty gorgeous right there. Gorgeous little bull flag breakout. Yeah, a little breakout there. So it's kind of tough. Like, well, how do you measure that? I don't know, man. If you do measure it, it's not a high and tight one. I do like how, look, your high from October 10th, we broke it and we back tested that support. You stay above that long enough, real good things could happen. Look at this. Hidden bullish divergence. Pretty real. Bitcoin's continuing to sell off, 17,821. Looks like you'll be under threat of 17,730 again if you keep that up. So just, I think, right, if it's gonna actually do things, I know there are minor highs and stuff, but this is definitely the discernible swing high, September 25th. So if it stays above this area long enough, that is probably a really good target. 530. 530. What does that happen to be? happens to be near the 50% retrace. So that's it, man. That's uni trash. Look, straight down, straight up, pretty much straight down. And now you're spring. Oh, you sprung. You back tested the spring somewhat. Not overbought. Okay. Well, then it might be time to do the same thing you've done before historically here. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Maybe once you stay above it long enough, straight up. Okay, Uniswap. Hype. Hype. Oh no, Bitcoin's dropping. It's all over, man. Dead asset, man. Bitcoin's dead asset, dude. Thanks, Ubi, dude.
True international effort to pressure.
Thanks, Mitch. Kissing face.
Oh, kissing face. You kidding me, dude? Thanks, dude.
Oh, it feels so good!
It's too early, man.
I hope the Steam and hype numbers don't consolidate when BTC does.
If the stream and hype numbers don't consolidate, Bitcoin just normally does, right? We are in a phase. We're in a couple day consolidation now, I guess, on Bitcoin. It's not long sustained. It's not a correction or anything. So normally this is when, I mean, the past days I've been streaming, right? All these like 10-hour streams and stuff, like accumulating new viewers, and it's combining with the old ones. And so like by the next time we get another major markup, if this parabolic runs to continue, that's when we start seeing, whoa, 3,000 viewers, 4,000 viewers, right? It was the same thing that was going on in 2019. So we'll see if it happens, man. Accumulation mode for market participants. All right. So on the new day, Wi-Fi is not going anymore. Theta. Theta is one we've been watching. Very, very interesting here, chat. Remember, Theta. You were handed this yesterday. It was mainly a lot of education, right? It was and good to see, right? You've held that ice line. I don't think you want anything to do with Theta with any kind of confirmation below this 59 cent area. Okay, so we know it was. I was trying to teach y'all about the people that want to learn, how to size up an asset at a congestion area. It's technical analysis is about learning how to manage risk. Well, if we know there's an ice line here and there's not much support below it, all right, we know we don't want anything to do with the asset below it because it could run to the next support around 38 cents and get killed. So it makes it very easy to know, as long as you stay above that, eventually you're going to go to higher prices. You're eventually going to see the top again, the October high. So that target is still there, 78 cents. If you broke out and went to all-time highs, I think it's all-time highs. This is a major bull run, very, very major bull run. So you're riding with the tide, right? You're riding the waves of the insane bull market, whatever. I think this is DeFi too. But anyway, it was such a great educational experience, and hopefully I'm educating right now. We're just reiterating it. If you broke out Fibonacci from the high point to the lowest point to get your Fib extensions, your 1272 justifies the 87 cent second target, and then the golden mean ratio, the 1618, 96.6 cents. Okay, it does to me look like some sort of bull flag of some. I mean, that's pretty nice looking, dude. But it's probably screwed if Bitcoin gets wrecked, but Bitcoin itself's in a parabolic run, and we know if it fails, if Bitcoin dumps, it's all over. Minimal losses, because we're taking the entry really right at the congestion area. We were blessed with that entry area yesterday, so it's wonderful, dude. And hidden bullish divergence on the daily, pretty much to boot. Impending price action, continuation to the upside. You've certainly not really continued to the upside yet. Maybe it's coming, right? Maybe where this is next. Okay. It's a very good looking chart on Theta, man. Just so good, we had to look at it twice. So nice, we had to look at it twice. There we go. The rhyme. Had to do that. Yeah, there you go, Brad. Yeah, just try to do it when I finish stream. And if I don't respond, text me. Okay, it's got to be. I just got to get it out of the way. I keep forgetting. It's just like something that's so insignificant but so huge at the same time because everyone tips 420, right? So many people say, "Oh, is that a joint?" You know, showing out under pressure, too loud.
Can we get 888 likes? Mitch choice on pick. Show me the TA. 5,150.
Choice. Oh, I get to pick your request? That's never happened before. A wild card? Dang, dude, that might be a new thing. Thank you, White Cuz, for the 888s. And thanks for the 1,159 people tuned in. We're so close to 600 likes. If everyone just hit the like button right now, we could probably see 700 likes in seconds. We've done it before, so it's all on y'all at that point. So we'll see. Theta, handed to you, silver platter. You know where you don't want anything to do with it, and you know your target's to the upside. Pretty nice. All right. Go Ethereum. Yeah, still, man, kind of rough. It's not doing anything. Can't break the supply line of the upsloping channel. A beautiful textbook channel right there, man. Look at the heart line love, the heart line respect on both sides, pretty
no,
much.
Thank you. Yes, your pick.
Okay, Wakuz. Thanks for the multiple 8s, dude. A lot of 8s. He's really good luck. So which one do I want to analyze? What do I want to pick with my magic TA fingers? Oh, I know. This is beneficial for everyone, right? Really beneficial for everyone because it could be another great opportunity. Let's go to Netflix. Netflix chat. Netflix and chill. Oh yeah, watch this. Range-bound asset. Showing a bullish divergence on the slightly lower low at the bottom of the trading range. Beautiful. So what happens, man? Gap fill will be the first target, $512. Fill that gap. There's another gap, $525. Another target, $586, $568.
Just subscribed. Good work. I think Harvey Lend is still undervalued. I hope to see it in Coinbase soon. I love the project and use loans to buy tips.
Oregon's Richest, thanks for the 840, man. Really appreciate it.
Why are we not at 888 likes yet? Chat.
Holy crap, man. We got all these 8s coming in.
True
What?
internet suffered to pressure.
Is it too loud, Mitch? 0.0088768
Is that a joint?
DDH.
Yeah, it's too loud. Chat, do y'all think it's too loud? The 420 is showing on the pressure. It's way louder than all the others, so thank you, dude. 420. Black one's breaking out. Yeah, it's up 2.39%. It's still climbing. While Bitcoin does nothing. Bitcoin just... What you really want if you're a major Bitcoin bull, and it's like, you know, you took a loan out with the mafia, and you have to pay by Thanksgiving, or you're dead, right? Great. That could be a great movie. Someone write that down and put it in my good old idea folder. You want Bitcoin to stay above 17,730. You have to, and hold, and stay, and then get away from it. Just get the heck away from 17,730. You don't want to be close to it anymore. All right, it's time. Because of the back test we already got twice now.
Noise!
Hey Mitch, me love you long time if you can check out A to Connect. Mucho gracias. Eggplant emoji.
Yeah, we'll look at it slowly. Thank you for 1337. Much love. We'll look at Cardano. Man. Degenerate gambler. This is not the channel for you if you're a degen. Okay, this is rational, this is methodical, this is not sexy, this is just normal real swing trading, okay? So you're at a low risk area. Why is it a low risk area? Because you know where the cutoff is. You know where you're screwed if Netflix breaks the support at 467.93, right? Right, so it's very easy to manage your risk when you're just, okay, it's dumping and you're stopped out, and then, okay, fine, then it dumps and then eventually finds itself down at like $420, which is like an all-time high from June of 2018, all right? So that's why it's low risk, high reward. And then you can see the upside potential where history, if it repeated itself, there's a lot of upside, where eventually it could find itself at 556 to 568 again. Low risk, high reward opportunity. Not the lowest, of course. You only had 1 day, 2 days really, to get in at the absolute best supreme entry, but still not too far off. All right, the divergence is helpful. So you gotta let it play out. Stop loss gets hit if it falls below the range. It happens, man. In trading, stop losses getting hit is part and parcel of it, man. So. Yellow price is part of an indicator. No indicator. This is me manually plotting lines using my own mind and imagination to plot where I think the bottom of a range and top of a range is. I use the horizontal ray tool. My last name's Ray, man. It's my favorite indicator because my name's in it, right? Just kidding. But a lot of dry humor in here. It is, I don't know, funny about 33% of the
True
time.
international under pressure.
What does
Is that a joint?
CBS say? Something about under pressure?
Yeah, something, dude. Something like that. Cayenne Wolf, man. Thanks for 420. And the far too loud Gemini on the pressure, dude. Sweet. New lockdowns could be good for Netflix. All right, so yeah, maybe the stay-at-homes will benefit positive, or they'll just benefit from that. Yeah, the lockdowns. We'll see. One was announced like after hours today, right? Okay, so that was the wild pick, or wild pick, the wild card. Like, he told me to pick something to analyze myself. I'm like, all right, do this. Oh yeah, Cardano. Still okay, right? We know how to manage risk on this one. We want nothing to do with Cardano below 9.8 cents. Nothing, chat. You want to abandon this so quick, hit the ejector seat, you're done. Below 9.8 cents. Why? Well, you got to go to daily kind of to see it. I guess the best. It's right here, because this was a huge range, insanely large range. Okay, right here. That's it. That's below this. You want nothing to do with it, man. It could get destroyed. The great news about Cardano, you're making a low, you're making a higher low off the daily, another higher low, consecutive higher lows here. And what happened? You sprung and you're back testing that spring. What was, you fell below it. Oh no, you could be in a lot of trouble, but then you got above it. Once you break back above critical areas, critical ice lines, you call that the spring. And then when you go after falling below it and breaking it and then back testing the spring, well, when you back test, it's called back testing the spring. And after that, that's when you can get huge marks up in price. What's with Urine Finance? Better than Bitcoin? No, not better than Bitcoin. Without Bitcoin, Urine doesn't exist. Never would. But performance-wise, yeah, in the past 13 days, it's up over 200%. So performance-wise, in 13 days, yes, it is better than everything pretty much that exists, I guess, on all markets. But it's certainly not better than Bitcoin. Just it's beta testing, right? No, it's one said. So okay, you get what I'm talking about, man. Why this is okay until 9.8 cents. Just want to get that point across. On the 4 hour, you got some right angle descending broadening formations, bullish pattern, bullish structure. If we can ever find our way at 11.4 cents again, you got a real good chance of breaking out the upside. Your target's going to be, oh, you can get a huge markup. You can see 12.85 cents. Okay. That's it. Keep making these higher lows. Bitcoin don't crash, and everything will be all right.
Thanks for NFLX, bro.
Sure, J Talks. Yeah, if you if you're a patron, in that Netflix, I have a trade setup publication posted in the Patreon Discord where you get the entry, the stop loss, and the targets to take profit. So if you want to support the stream, yeah, you can tip, but you get the most bang for your buck when you join the Patreon, especially if you want to learn more about technical analysis, or at least how I do it, swing trading, managing your risk, and position sizing. The value involved in the Patreon is insanely good. And again, you're supporting what I do. So you're like, hey, I'm newer here, and this is really good. I like this. I enjoy this. I want to see this guy keep doing this. Well, that's the best way to support the stream. Join the Patreon. All right, we got 460, 470 plus patrons right now. So clearly there's value there if we have that many patrons consistently every month. So, and we have Patreon night tonight anyway. So can we go bring your own beer, dude? Logan, bring your own beer. Hey, Logan, I'm only in debt 1 chug, so get wrecked, dude. If that's the case, that means I will certainly survive. Boom, Porgan Mage. Well, thanks so much, man. I think you sneakily joined. The notifications are broken on it, so.
I joined Patreon yesterday and already see the value. I highly suggest joining.
Thank you, Porgan, man. Much, much love. And thanks for the super chat too, of course. All right, so you get it, man. The analysis is done on Cardano. You get it. You get to 11.4. I think you got a confirmed partial decline. You got a real nice chance of breaking out the upside. Good luck. Pray for Bitcoin. Always pray for Bitcoin to consolidate, go sideways, or go up. You go down violently, Cardano is screwed, right? We'll see. Volatility is the kryptonite of altcoins. If Bitcoin gets volatile, that is how trade setups get stopped out, and then they lose 10 to 15% of their value in a day. So you don't want that. That's the last thing you want is normally negative price action with volatility on Bitcoin. Okay. Mr. Beatrix asking log or not log for TA. Depends what you're trying to do. All right, log scale helps us see percentage change on the chart. And linear scale, normal non-log scale, is price change. So this is the greatest example is what we looked at early in the stream. If you're paying attention, Chad, if you're wanting to learn here. So for instance, beautiful example is that it's not Citibank. We had this chart long before Citibank, okay? Don't even be fooled. Remember their 2021 $318,000 prediction, okay? Moonboy prediction. If you tried to look at Bitcoin's entire history in non-linear, it would look like this. You wouldn't be able to see it because the price change is so dramatic. You start at like $0. You go to $20. You just can't do it, right? So you can't confine everything in a channel, but in log scale, you can. And so here goes Bitcoin, 17,778, about to be testing 17,730. Well, there you go, man. I mean, you're gonna have ups and downs. You could break through 17,730 and find yourself back above it. You know you're at areas on the weekly where you're at 80, 84 on the RSI. That's nuclear. Okay, so you have log scale, percentage change, linear scale, price change. When you're zoomed in, when you're looking at the 4 hour, when you're looking for a swing trade and stuff, you're normally in linear scale. You're not in log scale. When you're over a good period of time, you're looking for log scale, right? Exponential growth and a decent amount of time, log scale is good, right? Like for instance, and the other example was the other one I showed you, the other Bitcoin chart I showed you. Remember? I think you remember, man. Just to reiterate, right? Like Bitcoin on the monthly, we're looking at this in the log scale, percentage change, not price change, because it would never make sense. Like you wouldn't be able to, it would look too weird. It would look really weird. So log scale makes it come together very nicely. Okay. So Bitcoin unable to catch bids. I mean, past few days. I mean, it's caught bids only to find a tremendous amount of asks. Working on the third day of that now. No, don't know where we're gonna go. And while that's happening, Litecoin's pulling back. YFI's pulling back. Theta's everything. So this is Bitcoin's moving the market to the downside. Nothing's really benefiting from this sell-off. It's very, very small, insignificant sell-off. I'm talking, we're down $40, right? Not even below 17,730. Okay. Thanks for the 1,100 people tuned in. Doesn't look like we're gonna hit that 1,000 mark. Didn't figure there's not enough hype, you know, on Bitcoin to be able to manifest 1,000 likes, which is understandable. It's okay. Just happy to be live. I've been live now for 2 hours. Top of the hour. Whoops. We found a bot. So we're on Bitcoin anyway, so yep, I've explained everything about Bitcoin this stream, so kind of like wiped. Pretty tired too, woke up pretty early, didn't get enough sleep, of course, right? It's been tough lately with Bitcoin, so so you know, if we break 17,730, we're always susceptible to seeing 17,178. All right, we stay above 17,730 long enough, we could find ourselves at 19,000 plus very fast. Okay. Just remember, momentum-driven asset class, parabolic run. It's beautiful, dude. It's freaking gorgeous. All right. So thanks so much for the likes, love, support, contributions. Be sure to join the Patreon, patreon.com/MitchRayTA. Best way to support the stream. Be sure to join the Discord. That link is pinned on the chat. Like 8,200 members strong and growing every day. Lots of educational resources in there for free. And you'll get notified every time I go live. So you don't want to miss that. So I'll be back. Patreon night tonight. BYOB. Until next time, respect the TA. Oh my god, oops, sorry. That was terrible.
Bruh.
Is this your homework, Larry? robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Adios, turd nuggets.